from Clinton, Iowa, on Spreaker. This is GJR Broadcasting, GJRB. From the GJRB News Desk, I'm Gary J. Russin with the final update for this evening. In the news tonight, we're talking a lot about President Trump and talking about the unemployment rate. He said earlier today that the Labor Department, who has been showing 136,000 jobs added, analysts are expected that more than 145,000 jobs, but President Trump today pretty much focused on low unemployment.
3.5% unemployment, the lowest in over 50 years, so very happy, and I think really very important, again, I'll say, wages are up. When I was running, wages were nowhere.
He stated to reporters today at the front of the White House that his duty is to root out corruption. Floating reports of allegations by former VP Joe Biden and his son Hunter, Trump stated that it's not about politics, and he accuses the Democrats of treating him unfairly. Mysterious illness is coming up due to vaping, and it's not going away anytime soon, according to the CDC. In a report given by CDC's Dr. Ann Shokat, she stated that to reporters that this is a serious situation.
There have been 18 deaths confirmed and reported to CDC from 15 states, and we know that additional deaths are under investigation. This condition is serious.
It has already been a serious case in several states, including Alabama, California, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, among others, including Indiana and even here in Iowa. The CDC's the CDC has data on age for 889 patients, revealing that around the world, strange beings sighted. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, CDC said age and sex of 889 patients revealed that 70% of the patients are male, and the patients patients' median age of 23 years and ranges from 13 to 75 years, and 81% of the patients are under 35 years old. No single product or substance has been linked to lung injury cases, the CDC and its latest report on vaping-related illnesses. That's the news this hour. For daily news, listen to GJRB online on Spreaker tomorrow during the Gary Russin program. Saturday Extra will be on live at 3 o'clock Central Time right here on Spreaker, and we'll be talking about that story and a whole lot more during the Gary Russin program Saturday Extra tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific, right here on GJRB. Gary J. Russin, GJRB Online News.
Strange things in the sky. Around the world, strange beings sighted. What's going on? All around us, conspiracy theories are being discussed. This is the show all about the strange things that are way out there. I'm Gary Russin, and this Way Out There's back with more weird stories of the strange and the bizarre. Keep looking up in the sky and let me know what you see. Way out there.
Every third Friday of the month at 3 o'clock Central and anytime on GJRB.
End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Uploaded as a podcast Wednesdays and run live every third Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central on GJRB.
Recently, the owner of Facebook had to face Congress over personal information on Facebook users. In addition, users were saying that their postings were being deleted. Getting sick and tired of your censorship and your data being used without your permission?
Do something about it now. Come to MeWe, the internet social site that values your freedom. No more deleted postings. Make a step to freedom. Sign up today. It's easy. Go to www.MeWe.com. That's M-E-W-E. MeWe, the internet's free speech social site.
There's a problem on our roads today, and that is the safety of our children boarding and getting off the bus on busy roads. That problem is drivers who don't stop for a school bus when the arm is out, the lights are flashing, and the stop sign is out, leaving kids in danger of getting hit. Violators of this law could get a suspension of their driver's license and a $250 fine. When you see a school bus stop at a corner, letting off kids, stop 25 feet away from the bus. Don't take that chance. A public service announcement from the National Highway Safety Administration and GJRB Online.
Relax with a wave of smooth jazz on GJRB Online.
Smooth Jazz on GJRB Online with Backstep with Robert O'Daglio, jazz friends. Gary J. Russell with you on Smooth Evening, the second hour of our Smooth Show. With Before That Fantasize by Dr. Bob's Bebop and Jazz Quartet. In the background, you're listening to Automatic Caution Door, Smooth 34 on the Smooth Evening Show. And we're doing 45 minutes of non-stop smooth jazz. That is Tasha and Smoothie Street. Smooth evening here on GJRB online here on Spreaker. And before that, Automatic Caution Door and Smooth 34, Backstep by Robert Odaglio Jazz Friends. Smooth evening here on GJRB Online, and we're doing 45 minutes of non-stop smooth jazz. Hope you're enjoying it, kicking back and relaxing tonight. Hope you are, wherever you're listening across America. This is Savio Martyrs, smooth stuff, smooth evening on GJRB. when we deserve the most recognition and airplay. GJRB.
There you go, smooth jazz on GJRB Online on Spreaker. Thanks a lot for tuning in. And weather on the 5 is just a little late. It's 45 degrees in Omaha, Nebraska. 47, that's our dew points. 44 for Milwaukee, Des Moines. 45, 51 in Kansas City. 68 in Oklahoma City. Here's Weather Nation.
Seeing this was way to drive there through the foliage. And also, what a cool name for a town. Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. Seeing some of that beautiful fall foliage. And Steve, it's only going to get brighter in other parts of the north central states.
That is outstanding foliage video. Wow. Thank you, Carol, for sharing that with us. Looks like a single-lane dirt road, pretty rural, but I think folks are going to start to head into that area.
Oh, yeah.
After they saw that video. We encourage you to share your foliage video, too, wherever you may find it this weekend. It's looking so great across so many parts of the nation. Let's show you the north central forecast, because we do have some more fall-like weather to come into our neck of the woods. Now, unfortunately, some windy weather for the weekend. I say that because this time of the year, that windy weather can knock off the turning of the leaves, and all of a sudden you're left with some bare trees. So I hope it's not too gusty, but it will be fairly blustery. The warmth is going to start to push up to the north and east. We do have a little bit of a severe weather threat this weekend, but otherwise we'll have waves of interesting weather coming our way. A lot of changes into the next 7 days, which is common as we get into mid-October. The jet stream gets much more energetic here across our area. Bismarck, Rapid City had wind gusts on either side of 40 miles an hour the past 24 hours, and those locations still have the potential for gusts up to 50 miles an hour through the day on Saturday. So as you're out and about enjoying your foliage drive, leaf peeping, make sure you have 2 hands on the wheel. Take it easy out there, and that may it may knock out power briefly, but still some gusts up to the Dakotas in the range of 50 miles an hour. Some rain moving through the Twin Cities overnight, as well as parts of central Minnesota through central Iowa. There will be a chance of a couple of thunderstorms in the Dakotas, especially South Dakota and Nebraska overnight. Not a lot of widespread severe thunderstorms, but a few may get on the stronger side. Right where you see that little tongue of warmth near Kearney and Dodge City, up into the mid-50s for overnight lows, and then we'll be into the 40s elsewhere. On Saturday, rain to start the day, unfortunately, in parts of Wisconsin, Minnesota, stretching down the I-35 corridor. That'll push into Missouri, Illinois, and central eastern Wisconsin toward the Great Lakes Saturday afternoon. The low heads into Canada, and still a pretty blustery weekend clearing at night. Any severe weather will be more so into the warmer locations. You have to have all the ingredients match, where you have a little more instability, moisture, and some lift along the front. I think that's where we'll get it into parts of Missouri, far southwest Missouri, and more so into Oklahoma for the severe weather threat on Saturday. High pressure builds in on Sunday. It's a cooler high. Some rain is going to be left over from Springfield, Missouri, over into St. Louis, Cape Girardeau late Sunday afternoon through Sunday night. That'll push into very far southern Indiana and Illinois, and then we'll clear out on Monday and cool down as well. So a little bit of the warmth that moves off to the south and east, and the decent downpour, 1 to 2 inches of rain as that front moves by. But take a look at this upcoming week. Places such as Rapid City, and notice Thursday. Right now, a lot of the longer-term models are anticipating significant changes by the end of next week. 36 Thursday,
Wow.
Rain and snow mix after you're at 70 earlier in the week. Bismarck so far 38 for the high on Thursday. Off to dodge some showers Saturday. A couple more for you in Fargo with some showers on Saturday, and then 44 for the high on Thursday. And in St. Louis, we'll have 70s for the week with some showers on Saturday. Now down to the south, folks are wondering when can we get some cooler weather. I think this downpour cooled them off briefly in Hot Springs, Arkansas, Joe.
That's right. It was a little hot before the rain moved in there in Hot Springs, and we're likely to see some warm temperatures, but there will be that front that brings a nice relief to the region as we head into the upcoming week. You'll notice those temperatures will begin to drop a bit with that front. There is going to be the risk of severe weather along it, especially in the state of Oklahoma on Saturday. And again, a few isolated showers may impact your area right around the Gulf Coast, including Houston, where, how about this, we got up to 94 degrees. Of course, in New Orleans, got up to 97. That was their hottest October temperature on record. Yikes, a scorcher there in the Big Easy. Let's take a look at those observed high temperatures all across the region from Friday. Little Rock with some of that rain, it only got up to 79, which is certainly a nice feel. And 90 in Dallas, it got up to 82 in Oklahoma City. So there are some signs of that cooling trend. And how about Oklahoma City? Storms on Saturday could be on the severe side, 83 degrees. We get down to 73 on Sunday, and look at this forecast. Monday and Tuesday, upper 60s, lower 70s, and in fact, the 70s stick around all the way through the middle of the upcoming week. Saturday's highs looking like this, 85 in Little Rock, 92 though in New Orleans, could be close to that record, 93 in Houston, 90 in Brownsville, 92 in San Angelo, and again, a little bit cooler, a touch cooler, off towards the north and west with highs in the 80s. There you go, I-44 from Joplin, Missouri through Tulsa and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Find the risk of some severe weather for for the afternoon. There will be some morning rain chances here with the system, but by the afternoon things could get a little bit more energetic as the front moves into a warm and unstable air mass, and that could provide for those thunderstorms. Now on Sunday, here you go, 73 in Oklahoma City, while south of the front, south of the Red River really, Dallas stays hot with a high of 93 degrees. As the front continues to progress through our Sunday, we're likely to see more showers and thunderstorms develop, and this is of concern because there could be some soaking rainfall and some more localized flash flooding. We saw some of those concerns on Friday in Arkansas, and again, with more heavy rain possible heading into Sunday, that will perhaps cause some more flooding concerns. Look what happens, though, into Monday. Once the front clears, 74 in Dallas, 72 in Little Rock, even Houston enjoying temperatures not in the 90s. We're at 81 degrees in Houston for your Monday forecast high. As far as how much rain we'll see, again, there's a possibility eastern Oklahoma into Arkansas, maybe northern Louisiana, and certainly east of the Mississippi for an inch plus of rainfall with cold fronts and the thunderstorms. And again, many parts of Texas and areas of Louisiana and Arkansas do need that moisture due to the ongoing drought. Dallas, your average high is 82. We'll be in the 90s for the weekend and then below average. We'll take that Monday and Tuesday in the mid-70s. Coming up, we've got much more in your top weather headlines, including some cool temperatures in the Northeast.
And there you go, weather on the fives. 25 and 45 minutes past the hour on all music shows, 25 and 55 talk shows right here on GJRB Online. Of course, anytime in the hour that ends in 5. And if we do miss the weather on the fives at a certain time, we will kind of jump in there in the next 5. Or if the Weather Nation people are ready, we'll pop them right in and bring you the weather on the fives. So that's weather on the fives for this time, 25 and 45 past the hour. And we'll have another weather on the fives coming up about 25 past 9 and bring you the Clinton weather forecast. Also coming up next hour, we'll give you the we'll give you the Clinton weather forecast, and we'll also give you a look at our program schedule. And coming up next hour, you will hear music like this one from Chuck Mangione. Also, a beautiful piece of music called Gershwin's Cat. Absolutely fabulous piece of music from Larry Ludwig. Up next hour, we'll also hear Dr. Bob's Bebop and Quartet again. Also have a new one we've been playing called Drift by the New Jazz Movement, and Benny Sutton within the Stones. Some of the selections played next hour. And also do our shout-outs to all our GJRB Spreaker listeners as well. Coming up next hour. We'll have our Spreaker shout-outs and Spreaker podcast promotions coming up next hour right here on GJRB Online, so stay tuned for that. Sorry about the Thursday broadcast. The Thursday broadcast was kind of getting knocked off the air at our Church of Christ Studio B, but we'll fix that issue as soon as we get a little boost there in our office over there. But meanwhile, though, stay tuned. Coming up next hour, wrapped up our last 45 minutes of nonstop music with another 45 coming up close to the top of the hour here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. We're going to take a program break for station identification. This is the GJRB Online Network. This is the GJRB Online Network. I think I said that.